Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so in about 1 day's time, hopefully I don't wake up to the banner being announced, but the 16th, we should get the banner revealed for the mid-month, which should be on the 19th. Mid-month is not going to be announced on the Bankai livestream, I don't think. That would be very weird, considering the banner is supposed to drop on the 19th, like 4 hours before the Bankai livestream. I'm assuming that is for end of month. And because they're doing a Bankai Live for end of month, I feel like this month is probably going to be stacked. That's just what I'm leaning towards. But obviously, I could be a bit wrong. I have a prediction for end of month, which is the vote banner. That is my #1 vote or guess for end of month, which is why I'm leaning towards this mid-month being a 1,000-year Blood War banner. Could it be anything else? Yes, it could be a seasonal, it could be a premium, but I'm just leaning towards 1,000-year Blood War. Also, a lot of things that I'm hearing is that it's hype. That's all I know. My buddies say I'm summoning, it's hype. Do I know what it is? No. I will say though, what we I'll go over what we could potentially get later. No, I'll just do it now. But I genuinely don't know. Like, I don't think I'm going to get a single character right. I'm just going to throw 2 guesses out. But let's look at the past previous years first, because I think it's going to be completely different. Last year, it was Aranero and Rukia. Just a Fierce Crown Battle summon. A Fierce Battle Crown banner. 2-character banner. I assume it's going to be 2 characters, I feel like. Funny enough, my prediction is 3 characters, but I keep lumping these 3 characters together every single banner because that's the only way I see them ever being added to the game. But I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. But yeah, last year was this. The year before that was the April 16th was the Academy banner. So 2 for 2 very mediocre banners. Maybe a small portion actually cares about the characters. But like genuinely outside of Rukia, maybe like 10 people cared. And then mid-month here, it was technically the Arena banner, which is Rose. Guys, Rose. You guys see where I'm going with this? But that was an Arena banner, so technically you would kind of mix these 3, and then you'd have Shuhei and then Gin, another Fierce Battle banner. But we've already had like what 2 Fierce Battle banners this year already for mid-month, so like I'm kind of leaning towards something different. If we get another boring generic Fierce Battle banner, honestly I don't mind, because then you can just save for end of month, because end of month has to be crazy. Like it has to be, considering we're getting an entire Bankai Live for it. Granted, the Bankai live stream could just be for a regular end of month banner, but it is a Golden Week banner, which Golden Week they usually try to go all out or go different or just make something exciting. And then it could just be like a regular Golden Week. And then they just throw out the anniversary trailer. Like maybe they'll do a teaser, or maybe the actual trailer, or who knows, maybe they're just going to be giving out more rewards, or it could be for the Senkaimon update. We don't really know. It's just a guess. But it could very well just be Fierce Battle Summons. I don't have a single prediction for Fierce Battle Summons. I'm leaning more towards this banner. Wow, whoop-de-doo. I'm guessing 1,000 or below my Yuri, Zombie Toshin, Bankai Rose yet again. It's like my 5th time guessing these. And I'm always wrong. But, and if it is 2 characters, I don't know. There is another possibility. It could be BG9, because I feel like he's a very mid-month banner-worthy character. He didn't have that much screen time. He didn't have that much to do. He kind of just shot some missiles in the first invasion, stabbed Omaida. You know, he didn't do that much, you know. And then Soifan blew him up with a nuke. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. And then the second character, if it was BG9, oh god, who could it even be? I don't even remember anyone else around that time that we haven't gotten. Maybe like Pepe or something. That would be a generational skippable banner. That's all I can say. But yeah, this is like my main guess. My third, I guess technically third guess would be, now, it might be a bit early, okay? We might be going a bit early on this one, so hear me out. Last year, we got Mugetsu. The year before that, we got the remake of 3rd Annie Okiura. like 2022, 2023, somewhere around there. We got Quincy Ichigo a little bit before that. So they're starting to remake characters. What if, hear me out, they drop Full Hollow mid-month. Okay, Full Hollow. Now, granted, it could be Dongai, but I don't think Dongai was ever an anniversary or end of year. That's why I'm not genuinely expecting a Dongai remake. Would I like it? Yes. But Full Hollow would be very hype, and I think it would fight against the end of month banner. Now, I'm not saying this is a solo banner, by the way. I just don't know who else would fit with Full Hollow. It could just be two other shitter seasonals, remakes, like how the Shunsui and was it Nemu? No, it was Nanao. I don't. No one summoned for those characters. They summoned for Mugetsu remake. So I'm leaning towards a Full Hollow remake before anniversary. So I'm just throwing it out now. Who knows? Maybe they skip to the 5th year as well. They could do that. Like, there's no pattern. There's no way they actually have a pattern for this. But this is just what my mind thinks, because my buddies are telling me it's hype. They could be trolling me. Okay, I'm going to say that right now. They could be trolling me. They trolled me for like 3 months in a row now. So who knows? Who knows? Should I be going off their word of it because they lie a lot? Maybe. Maybe not. Either way, it makes it a bit more interesting. It piques my interest. So I'm going with someone from this banner. A mixture of this. I don't know if it's a 2-character banner. It could only be 2 characters. BG9 and Pepe, because I honestly want them gone. Or something like this to fight with the end of month banner. That's what I'm leaning towards. No females though, which is a bit concerning, considering I usually always try to guess at least one female, but it is what it is. Now let's go to the thing that we actually have a little bit of information on. We do know the guild quest schedule. If you actually go to the guild quest, you can actually check what is coming up in the future phases. And phase 1, if we can get it, if it will load, thank you game, on the 21st, so like 2 or so days after mid-month actually drops, it is Ranged Squad 0. Also, gonna say this right now, why is there weakening pools on this thing? If I'm not mistaken, it's freeze pools that it usually is, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, Kayla better not actually be changing the status elements on the ground, because that is insanely stupid considering you just made a summon for all these characters. Power creep the damage. Don't make it so I have to literally not even be able to use the character. It makes it so unfun. That's all I can say right now, but who knows? Who knows? I guess, I was going to say Macy, but no. She has no complete status immunity, so that doesn't even matter. But yeah, it's not going to be that fun. So, but I'm leaning towards a ranged Squad 0 character. I don't think it'll be the main lead, but I mean, technically it could be, because I don't believe Shinji is immune to weakening. And honestly, before I even bring that up, let me just double check, because what if he actually is immune and I'm just completely wrong? Because Shinji Squad 0, what are you? You have immunity to freeze. Okay, I was right. It is freeze. So they're literally making him unimmune, which is incredibly stupid. That's all I can say about that. And then phase 2 is Range Espada. Please give us a new lead. Please give us a new lead. I do not want to use Masaki anymore. Although I will say this now. If it is a character I don't care for in the slightest, I will not summon on that banner. I will not summon. I will just suffer and use Masaki. That's all I can say on that. So I'm hoping it's a cool banner. But if it's not, it's a boring fierce battle banner. I will easily skip it and just take the punch on the chin and not clear with Masaki. But yeah, I am leaning towards a booster for this week because we only have a debuffer for the Ranged Squad 0 guild quest. Maybe it'll be someone that gives us completely immune status elements, so as soon as they spawn in, then Shinji gets fully immune. Maybe that's what they're going to try to do to make you want to summon for this Ranged Squad 0 booster, because it's only this one. Because if I'm not mistaken, Range Espada, Masaki is immune, if I'm not mistaken. I could definitely be mistaken. Obviously. She is immune. Why would they only change one of the guild quests? That's very weird. That is very weird. So maybe they're leaning towards that. I'm not too sure. It's very... Maybe it's a typo. Maybe they messed it up. I don't know. Either way, melee or a ranged Squad Zero booster, and then a ranged Espada lead. And then if there's 3 characters, I'm going to assume the other one is just either a flop of a character that has no use in the game, kind of like Xiaolong, or it's going to be a farmer. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be it for the video. Let me know what you guys think, because I genuinely don't really know who's coming. It's a bit iffy, like these early months in mid-month. It's like, is it going to be something hype? Is it going to be something mid? And then when my buddies are telling me, it's like, bro, I have no idea. I thought it was going to be some terrible banner like this. That was my first initial guess for like every mid-month up until like swimsuits, because I thought that would be the rerun. But with what I'm hearing, it's like, it sounds like it's pretty hype. I don't know. You let me know your guys' thoughts. Take care. Hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Can't wait to be wrong and have to go 25 steps for this mid-month character. Take care. Peace out.